Good thing I checked. Hello? Yeah, alright. Alrighty. You guys can get my audio. So, give me 1 second, guys, and then we'll get started with this game. Welcome back to Beacon Pines. Last time we played this, it was very traumatizing. I was very surprised, to say the least, about how this game was gonna go. That's as much as I got. No. Okay, sorry, I'm on Twitter about to send my thing. Da, 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 da. There we go, that should be good for Twitter. Alrighty. There's those two done. I need these two done. Okay. Da da da. Hope y'all guys' day has been going good. Going to. Alright, maybe. Let's check. Yeah, that's what I thought. I always wait. Oh, hello. Alright, that should be good. Looking here, alright. I'm gonna do this here because why not? I notice that in my YouTube videos it always cuts out. If any of you guys are new here, don't be afraid to leave a like. Oh, wow. Don't be afraid to leave a follow. I'm currently on the road to 50. I make a lot of other goofy content in other games. I stream with Moon Madness, and when he gets back, Assassin Piggy. When he's back. Yes, I know Twitch streaming's telling me, good job! That one. Hang out. No, I'll just continue the rest of what I was saying later. And then here we go. There's that done. Ah, flare. That's right. No, self-promote. Apply, post. Alright. That should be done. Checking chat occasionally. And then going to here. Alright, there's that. Then it's not what I wanted. There's that, and then get off there, stop it. Desktop 1. There we go. I should be done with all that. Alright. Now that I'm done, let me get back to what I was saying. If you guys... Neat. Alright. If you guys want to see any of my past streams, I am uploading daily to my YouTube channel. It should be in my social links. If you wanted to send Twitch clips, but you don't want to copy the Twitch video, you don't want to copy and paste the URL to your friends, we do have an Instagram where Mood Madness and I do share, and post clips there occasionally. If you want... And then if you want to connect with me more, I have a Twitter now that I have opened a poll, and someone voted yes for me to do 100% on LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean as a stream. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, now that that's done, last time we left off, the last thing I remember is we pushed Iggy into the green ooze, and now Mr. Kerr is looking for him. But then I believe I switched the storyline from change to struggle. From what I remember. So yeah, let's just get into it. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now, while the day is still young. So I changed the thing from change to struggle. And I can always go back and fix that, so. Oh. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Aw, look at him grab it. Okay. Sorry about yesterday, Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rollo, I've got to deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Ooh, is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Gotta deliver the basket. Look at him go with this basket of his. Look at him cute and shit. Let's see. You can tell there's jerks. Doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. Oh, this is out here now. Wait, what's your step? Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles. I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? Hey, he's still over here. Do you think jam would make good bait? I guess it depends on what you're trying to catch. At this point, anything. Fair enough. Alright. Perennial harvest can go suck my dick. Alright. No. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What
Mr.
seems to be the
Wilder
problem?
had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes. That is the news of today. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more interested in this town's future rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings on of my family was the only thing this town ever cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was done?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Jeez, man. Last Chance Diner. Let's see. Hey, Don. Yawn. Hey, Don. Hey, Luca.
Dawn had
What's
dreams
up?
of becoming a big-time
I know I
reporter.
switched their accent.
At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
They got you on a jam delivery, eh? Yup. Hey, Dawn, have you noticed anything weird around town lately? What sort of weird things? Stuff going on at the old Valentine building? You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't quite say yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me on the loop, okay? Sure thing. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr and Pernille Harvest, and the other is working for Harris Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon's past. Pernille Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli.
She leaned forward
Look at you.
and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is, it's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute running around in your little apron and taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart, what happened with Eleanor. Oh. Got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Uncomfortably. Mrs.
Oh yes,
Fratelli
let's see
lifted the
here.
cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How
Carefully
thoughtful.
lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell Gran hello for me. You tell your Gran hello for me, Luca. Will do. Alright, so we have Mrs. Fratelli done. Let's see. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh sure, sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. Truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family, for our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. I hear my mom speaking trash about me. I'm kidding. She's not speaking trash of me. She's just telling my brother how I eat salads. I don't need to talk to him. Da, 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 da. Okay, I don't need to talk to you. Piper? Oh, hey, Luca, what's up? You know it's summer break, right? Of course. And it's like the morning? Correct. And you're studying? Like they say, the yellow bird gets a proper education required for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. Hey, Zariel. Hiya, Luca. Could you please tell this lazy butt to help out in the cafe? Lumi, Zariel would like you. Luca, let me give you a little gem of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you'll never work a day in your life. Wow, you really setting the kid up for success. I think I read that wrong the first time. And I didn't realize that I read it wrong the first time. So... How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, some are cold. How do they keep somewhere cold? Cold. Look, Bert, do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello?
With a yelp,
Yeep.
Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no bother, no
Leaned
bother.
forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me? Yeah, Gran's had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
Further.
Yeah, on top.
Mr.
She wrote-
back, speaking speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes, the jam. Thank you so much for delivering this
He reached
jam
forward
to me.
and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post haste. Finish my delivery. Of course.
He leaned in
Of
for a
course.
final whisper.
Of course. Okay. He's doing nothing. I'm smacking him and he's doing nothing. Alright. Well, I gotta go this. Ooh, wait. Anything she says? Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. I feel like that one is telling us the story of Beacon Pines. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nungreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper for. Guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day.
Nungreed
in that
snatched the
case.
basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until next time I see your gran. Wow. He horny for no reason. Hey you! Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect, follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you you ask too many questions? Just trying to keep up, okay? Okay. You're one to talk. What just happened? Well, time to go. Whee. Oh. Hey, what a coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this. His favorite topping in the whole wide world is pineapple. His favorite pizza topping in the whole wide world is pineapple. Oh, and what is your
Beth
new little
locked
friend's name?
eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Ilona?
Beck
We're
gave
Beck's
Luca
parents.
A quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Oh, she's an annoying mom. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Thanks, Beck. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome? Oh, you won. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to the big mansion. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by the big creepy gate. Don't be late, or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grit. Great, see you there. Meet Beck by the creepy big gate. Should I go check in with Rollo? Okay, I guess I'll go to the gate. Fucking asshole. Who are you? Good morning, Joff. Joff. Geoff. I'm gonna call him Geoff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all that bad. The festival's coming up. The festival? Old man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindig. Where's my phone? I'm not gonna continue this until I get to the bottom of it. Alright. Cockamaimie. How do you say it?
Cockamamie.
Cockamamie? So I said it right, but why the fuck is it said cockamamie? On cockamamie shindigs and all the time. And where did that get us? Well, it's the perennial harvest putting on this one, and they're doing it for the whole town, as far as I see it. The difference between the old Valentine company and this new perennial harvest outfit.
Pockets for a bit.
Hi, Cobble. Is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Damn. Hey, Kato. Good afternoon, Luca. Can I help you find something? The corn site? Why? This ain't corn. Maybe, maybe not. Gravy. Well, there's been some weird stuff going on at the old Valentine warehouse. Can't say I know anything about the old warehouse. But empty hives don't stay empty for long.
Kato motioned to the book in front of him.
The more I read about bees, the more similarities I see with people. If a hive collapses and fails, it doesn't stay empty for long. A new queen will set up shop pretty quickly. So you're saying it would make sense for someone new to start using the warehouse? Nature abhors a vacuum. Okay. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Have you seen this new issue of Hank Atomic? Not yet. No spoilers, please. It's awesome. It's a flashback. No spoilers, please. We get to see how mild-mannered Henry Adams becomes Hank Atomic, the man of space justice. Jace! No spoilers. Oh, sorry. My point is, you're gonna love it. Alright, Jace. Catch you later. Roger that, Space Cadet. Man. So for context, Cobble, this is a small indie game that's very fucked up. And you'll figure it out if you stay through the game. So who all lives in that house? Harris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone has mentioned this foul harvest thing. And you all use the same ominous tone. Eventually, you're going to explain to me how the harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Oh, so this is the cottage I explored the last time. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You looked like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4.
Okay, so now there's 3 chapter 4s. I went through the 1 chapter 4. I didn't go through the one where Beck got his hair messed up. And now this is where I'm with
Dinner
Beck and
with
we're
the
meeting his
Moodwills.
parents. Beck
Ilona
Moodwills?
Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma, over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck? Manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Jesus Christ. Man just dumped. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Jesus Christ. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how'd you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we'd have to put more
Ilona
effort into
nervously
dinner. I
gestured
love how their
toward the
accents
boxes.
changed. We are fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry. Are we just skipping the part where he had his mom, where he said his mom was missing? Bro. Beck, why are you being an asshole? Beck. I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us
Luca
all a
wiped
little
his face
tired.
with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So, Beck said that you moved here for
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the
work. Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? That was not. Oh right, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Pernille Harvest just made her the newest lead researcher for deep engineering. The last person for deep engineering was in a body bag. Is Beck gonna lose one of her moms? No! She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Pernille Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and
Luca
excrement
glanced
on the
over to
ground.
Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Why does she have that look on her face? Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You
Beck
swore
slammed her
you
fist into
didn't.
the table. Perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca, how about some dessert? I actually have to meet
Luca
with my
glanced
friend Rolla
outside to
soon.
gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't
Luca
that useful
wiped his
around
mouth
here.
one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. Her unlucky coin. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Oh, we get to choose. Let's go with
Began to
Rumble.
respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before the storm
Luca
kicks
surveyed
off?
the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should just stay here and I'll
At
make a
that
break for it.
moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch cold. Barolo! Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. But Rollo is at the treehouse. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum.
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity. I'm tracking the structural. I had it the first time. I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47
Luca wiped
days.
his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's
Beck
weird.
looked down,
I know.
timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird could be cool. Oh wow! Raul and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. She thinks she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech
Luca flicked
compensation.
one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pungent.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all of the Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry, was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So you moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job elsewhere. These flowers could last longer if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, you cared enough to keep them is all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Why are you such a poser? Why do you flip your hair like this when you land? You're such a poser. Why do you pose? Dang, did that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Ha! Well, at least you looked cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rollo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at
Luca
a problem.
took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try holding it all in, you're gonna pop. So then, what do you do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I've figured out on my own though, you gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. And that things are gonna change.
Scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Brah!
His voice dropped to a trembling whisper. Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow. I actually
As
feel a
abruptly
bit
as it
better.
began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk it out. See you around. See you and Rollo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe
Beck
jerk you
gave Luca
around.
a light thump on the arm before heading in. Chapter 5. Friendly Feud.
Oh!
The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue. The smell of
Uh-oh.
wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Catch up with Rollo at the treehouse. Alright, so this is chapter 5. So let's see. Okay. I can't use those. That's still cool though. I like how that looks. Okay. Okay, so I can't do that. I can't do that. The only thing I would change is probably break. Because I can't use anything else. So this would have to be break, but I'll do break later. So let's do Dawn. Hey Dawn, cracking down on a lead? You bet. I just heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out, when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar how? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance. There were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Harris had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age, who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo. So Harris was forced to take care of him? Yup, or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it, old Sharper sowed some wild oats. That explains why the Harris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out? A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca. Oh shit. So Solomon was, so Solomon didn't ask to be put with the Harris. He was forced. Also, knowing that, oh, that gator is still here. Let's see what she says. He met his old friend's eyes and greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens, this is no time for fractured friendships. Uh-oh. Excuse me? What are you doing? Just looking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all? Decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We're all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No? That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good. Then it's decided. Yes, sir. We'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. Jeez. He's even hard on the red pandas. Rollo, are you still up there? I'm sorry. Rollo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back.
Luca had
Never.
only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I didn't abandon you.
Rollo scoffed.
I'm just a little late. The rain held me up. Liar! You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried, so I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, that storm rolled out of nowhere and I got stuck after
Luca
dinner at Beck's
house, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What in the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rollo. You know, I'm gonna make his accent like this. While I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise. But you took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like how you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care about you, you ass. I knew I'd get into trouble waiting so late for you, but I kept my word, 'cause that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your gran doesn't even care. You could stay out as long as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
To a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa was right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your Pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my Pa is still... What is with these kids? God damn! At least my Pa is still
hung
around.
In the cold night air.
I don't blame! God! That was an asshole
Rolo's stomach
move.
dropped. knowing he'd crossed a line.
Yeah!
But it was too late.
What the fuck? Luca, Good night, Rello. Dang it. Wow. Is this where Rello gets taken in this part? If Rello thinks I'm still going to the festival with him, he can shove it. Okay, I'm supposed to do something?
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Soccer ball? Okay, nothing. Chair. Bed. Table. Chair. Number 2. Okay, no, I still can't. Oh. Rollo! What a jerk! Oh, I'm kicking the ball in anger. Call me a bad friend? Ooh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. He's going for it. See if this unlocks a new charm. It's on the chair now. I can't get it. It's on the chair. That's not fair. Hey, new rhyme. Alright. I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Weep. Oh.
Gran
Luca?
cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've got to run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Bet Rollo's still going to the festival. He's gonna be miserable. I just love the fact you can just kick this ball around and not break anything.
Luca dozed off again.
Luca, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. But just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rollo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good.
Luca still couldn't
Noted.
bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
Yeah, and confrontation sucks. There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. Oh, wait. I have to kick that up there? Oh, it was probably
The
auto-zoned
Adventures
for me.
of Hank Atomic.
The complete
Luca
first
carefully
volume.
opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca? Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Moodwell. She said you met yesterday? What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table in case you want a bite before bedtime.
Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse.
Give me a second, guys.
He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him. Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luca staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? No, dear.
Luca
It's only
rubbed his
Graham.
eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling?
Fine.
Anything you want to talk about?
I don't feel like talking.
That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter.
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was once said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other.
But he'd said stuff about Dad.
Well, do you think he meant it?
No. He was just mad.
And did you mean to say any of the things you said to him?
No.
Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss that, do you?
Guess not.
Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rollo,
Luca
doesn't
gave
it?
a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize.
But he's the one that...
What did I just say?
Buy him a corn dog.
That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I would rather prefer a hot dog, in my opinion. I need to get going now. Come get some last minute festival gotta get some last bit... Got some last minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain after a little lunch. A little after lunch. Oh. Alright. Love you, Luca.
Love you too.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay.
Chapter 6. Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
Alright, well, my quest is to find Rollo. There you are! Luca, Rollo wanted me to tell you something.
Roxy
is
rolled
it?
her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother
Luca
wants you to
looked
find
down
him.
and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing that's more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet.
The road leading to Beacon Pine, a sort of...
Okay, so that just is the same thing. Ugh. Hey, look, Iggy's fine, guys. Look, Iggy's fine. Look at him, being his jerk self. Gee, I wanted... Unique New York. Unique New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony
Mr. Kerr pointed
speech.
to his grinning mouth.
Gotta limber up the old gab box. You nervous? Oh, heavens no. Well, break a leg. Give me the grift of what? What did he say? Hold on, I'm looking at the stream. Give me the grift of grip. What in the hell did he say?
How goes the beetle hunt?
Pretty rotten.
I haven't seen so much as in... And it's not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotions of the festival just got them spooked. Yeah, maybe that's it.
Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech and the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. The town's still falling apart. The weather's still cruddy. And
and the season's harvest looks like it's gonna be worse than last year's. You said it. No amount of corporate pandering is gonna change any of that. Exactly. But the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Fitz, I'm still gonna be mad at them. I'd just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade is all. Hey, there you're gonna be asking questions. Alright, so I think I know. Hey, ladies. What you doing in this part of town? Ain't moving. Every single time. Yup. Wait for it. Unexplained sound once again noted. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones.
Jeff was staring
Geoff.
into the distance
Jeff.
with a wistful look.
Geoff. Hey, Geoff. Everything alright?
Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, it used to be fine. Just ain't right these days, you know.
I really
Jeff
do,
turned to
actually.
Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't
For
ya?
a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Neat. Alright. I feel like I know where he is. Because
Did you hear? After Mr. Kerr gives his big speech, they're gonna have the first annual biggest catch competition. As long as a boot qualifies as a catch, I'm shoo-in. Good luck!
I feel like I know where he is, so I'll get back to him on that. Alright.
A most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? We always strive to improve. Nope.
This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the foul harvest.
I've had my doubts about perennial harvest, but I must admit, they do put on a nice party.
Let's see, are they working up there? Looks like it.
Hiya, Luca. How's Griffin doing? What?
Sorry,
Oh,
all became
nothing.
flesh.
Just pretend I didn't say anything.
Griffin. Okay, I can't talk to her.
Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying. I wanted to see what the festival fuss was about, but I can't help but notice you still brought your backpack full of books. Luca, backpacks can carry a lot more than just books. True, true. So what you got in there? Books.
I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now will you tell me what you needed it for?
It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy.
This isn't gonna harm Mr. Kerr, is it?
All you need to know is that it's for the good of the family.
Uh-oh. Safety suit.
Yawn! Got a question for you. What do you think this whole festival is for? The way I figure it, Perennial Harvest is gonna win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons. Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed the first two until I eavesdropped on a couple of gossipy clipboards. What if I told you that this whole thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor? A special guest? Who? Haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal.
Okay, they're not open. I still persist in the night. Alright.
Luca, did you know that Beacon Pines is actually unincorporated? A lot of people don't know that. Wow, yeah, I didn't know. What's that mean? It means public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines, the water treatment, building regulations. That's great. Census taking, energy emergency services.
Me too. Hey, Luca. So you're done at the library?
Huh?
Griffin
Oh,
looked
nothing.
away suspiciously.
Nothing at all.
Oh.
Apparently I have to go to the library. I don't think there's anything in mission control then.
The library, somewhere quiet.
Kato's eyes
Hiya, Luca.
lit with excitement.
Luca?
Kato's
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle. Oh, the first? Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Rollo does go all
Kato
out, doesn't he?
straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
sorry.
Ahem. On planet Farple, you may take issue. When the fish king dies, you
Kato
need a
stared at
tissue.
Luca eagerly.
Get it?
Get it? You want me to tell you?
No, it's okay. Let me figure it out.
Alright. When you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands. On planet Farple, you may take issue. When the 5th king dies, you'll need a tissue. So I need the 5th issue of Hank Atomic.
Hi, Jace. Still working on the newest Hank Atomic?
You know it. Some fascinating canon towards the end. Did you know Hank Atomic Shrink Array doesn't technically shrink stuff? It uses inverse quantum particle decay to literally grow the entire universe around an object, leaving that object unaltered. So it looks shrunk compared to everything else? Bingo. That's wild. But Jace, no spoilers, please. Alright, sorry.
Luca grabbed the Modern Science of Atomic Radiation from the shelf.
Once you've got a book, you can either bring it to me or just grab a different one.
Luca grabbed Natural Photography, Volume 5, from the shelf.
Okay. So there's that.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4, from the shelf. Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf.
There we go.
Oh,
Kato removed
you
his
found
book
it.
from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5. Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rallo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that.
And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it.
But Lai lost it.
Well, apparently he traded G off for this purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash.
Oh, Rallo. Now
Kato
I
began
see
flipping through
here.
the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Ugh, sorry.
Get away
He
with
continued
such
flipping.
grift.
Only found in Grub Cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Grift in Grub Cart. Griffin's Grub Cart.
He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Ah, brilliant.
I guess you're off then. I already know the other 2 because I accidentally went over there.
Good luck for the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Kato.
Well, I kind of just spoiled it for me. I know where to go. Wait, I want to go check on Beck. Let's see. Okay, well, I at least thought of Beck. Yeah. I'm yawning at 10 p.m. What is wrong with me? Ugh. Alright, well, I gotta go to Griffin. Go to Griffin's snack stand.
Hey, Griffin.
Before Luca
Did Rollo
could finish
come?
his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it?
Bought and paid for. Enjoy.
Though I thought there was
Luca
supposed to be a
shrugged,
riddle or
taking
something.
a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yuck. It's cold.
Yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Rollo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically.
Luca tongued at
That's
his
just-
cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Bruh.
Oh,
He
come
shook off the
on.
bits of corn dog to read the slip.
A pickup when you need some pep. Near the
Luca
fountain
finished
up
off
the
remainder
step.
of the corn dog.
This is getting to be a whole thing.
Well, I know where to go next. Because I kind of spoiled that part.
There you are, Luca.
There's no way I'm actually doing this. This is way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine.
Looney
Rollo owes
waved
me
his
one.
hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings. Your final task a friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. I don't like those eyes and then hard being underneath his waist. Ugh, I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. What takes flight but has no wings, your final task a friendship brings. Good luck, Luca! Aw, this one. This is cute.
Hey.
Hey, did you find the comic book? Yup. And you got the corn dog? Yeah? Well then, I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but here,
Rollo
you've earned
sheepishly
this.
handed Luca the balloons.
Aww. Flight.
Thanks. You didn't have to go through all this trouble. Sorry I got mad.
Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first.
Oh, sorry.
Now you've apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luca, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened, with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. To be a good friend, you know? But when you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out.
Rollo.
Still my turn. I felt like you needed some new friend to help you. It meant that I wasn't good enough. That was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over.
Luca threw
You can talk
himself
now.
at Rollo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Aww.
Rollo, I don't deserve you.
I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom.
Snoop where?
We could probably sneak into the Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about what all the stuff those clipboards write down?
What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us.
Really?
Yeah, the rest of the world can wait one more day.
You know what? You know, I have been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. The M's a bit unpredictable.
That sounds perfect.
Head to the treehouse with Rollo. What about Beck, though? We got little fucking balloons. Look at them go. Woo woo. Woo woo woo. It'd be funny if Beck was in the treehouse. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now.
Luca,
A letter?
some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand.
Don't tell
If
me.
I'm honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much.
Is his gran gonna leave him
both
too?
I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
I love you too,
Luca folded the
Gran.
paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
Don't tell me his gran also left. What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about?
Maybe later.
Sure, whenever you want.
Beck appears. You know, you really didn't have to go to all that trouble just to apologize.
I know, but we'd been looking forward to the festival for weeks. And after I ruined everything with my big mouth, it was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me.
Luca was at a
Hello.
loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice?
We can still go.
Nah, this is fine.
Well,
Sadly,
there's always next year.
This was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Huh? What was that?
Oh
It was
man,
not
we missed the
fireworks.
fireworks?
It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old
Oh.
and cruel as time itself.
Oh no. What?
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could
What?
react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together, for the rest of time. The end.
What?
No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
What? Fight or flight. Eh. Nothing about these two. So these are the main routes, so you can't exactly fuck these up. Uh, I'm gonna go back to this and do change.
This is a story about
Oh wait, this
change.
kills me.
It was but change the
Yeah, I was about to say
probably
this.
should have warned you about this. There are many paths most will end. We will from here
Yes,
up
I know,
now.
I know, I know, I know, I know. I meant this one.
In the
Oh,
past,
shit.
he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
So, when this comes out on YouTube, this part is gonna be edited out for me, so that we'll get back to the part where oh, there's Solomon being knocked down. Alright, we're just gonna skip him because I know what he says. But, future me just skipped to the part where we have Beck running away because hair got gray. Alrighty. Just skip through this. Oh yeah, we have to do the light things. And then the can. Bam. Just skip through all of this. There's no speed up, so I have to press A the entire time. Try harder. There we go. Alright. Yeah. He's gonna come over and drop a body bag. So it's not the mayor that's in the hazmat suit because he said that he returned the suit, but it's not him because he's in the square.
Rolo, he snapped off a tap. Rolo help.
And then there's the dead hand of the professor of deep engineering, or the head of deep engineering, who is now one of Beck's moms. One of Beck's moms is now the engineering.
He was up. He wouldn't throwing him. Chapter signed. The next only the.
All right. Da 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 da. Running. Da 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 da.
Grand Sheila.
Sounds like a fun freaking beat. Just chillin' on the couch, just chillin' in my stuggy. Played the empty so they can teach me how to Dougie. Nothing here. I'm just mainly looking around. Because, like, I'm gonna edit this out for the YouTube video. be really cool if the boys knew Morse code, but I don't think they do.
He wasn't sure.
Oh, I kept pressing the fucking thing. I was like, I don't remember being that long.
A pit. Luca's mouth. Luca could feel.
Yes, I know. I know. Alright. Let's go to the library real quick. That's the road. I don't know why I went down there. Alright. Not answering your questions, you hippie. This is going to work. Here's what house. If it feels wrong, we need to check things out. We can spend time. That would be great, I guess. Right? Pick up later. House. This is them. Go check the library. Gotta go up to them. That was such a sad ending. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that sad ending was like a little, This is where we meet Beck.
Beck's fam giving her. She would.
Yes, I know.
His feet
Yes, I know. Then she's gonna flip the unlucky penny. And then instead of pushing Iggy, we're going to have Beck have the thing and the thing. And then she's gonna be like, what is this green ooze?
her eyes. The nearby. Luca watched Beck's eyes first. As quickly, Beck dropped.
Yeah.
Iggy's an
Iggy
asshole,
took a
though.
step. Beck could see tears welling in Luca. Some things about, but a bully from Beck took a deep breath.
It's time to burst out the tickles. Skip to where you were
Chapter
left
4,
off.
The best policy.
I could have done
Luca paused
that.
for a moment, catching his breath.
Oh.
He'd only just met Beck, and
Hold
somehow
on.
he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Okay. So now we're left to here. Keep pressing on that button. Okay, so I can't jump over it. I can't do hard. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? Why did a kid with gray hair just
Roxy
run
and
past
Fitz
us in a
looked
panic?
drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping looking for Rollo. Luca, I need you to
Roxy's
start
temper
telling
could
me the
often be
truth.
dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling. But this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca. In a torrent
We're running out of
rambled
time.
words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I weren't just playing in Wheatwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse, but someone was there in a strange suit, and we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us, and I think it was a body. So we ran, but we got split up, and I ran home, And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just,
Roxy,
wow.
still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be
Roxy drew
okay, I
herself up.
promise. I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around.
Roxy
I have to
tried
do
think of the
something.
safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up.
Luca wiped his
Sound like a
cheeks
plan?
and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing by telling me the truth. Now scoot. Wow, you believe the story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately.
Looking
Well,
into the
weirder
puddle,
than normal.
Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Wait at the treehouse in case Rollo shows up. Let's go to the
Mr.
treehouse.
Humphrey jumped with a start.
Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fellow like that.
Sorry. Who are you talking to?
Luca motioned to
What?
the phone booth.
No, it couldn't be Mr. Nuncreed. Because I passed by him. Either.
Oh no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the darn thing never does, of course.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really.
The whole thing's a waste of money if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet?
Not yet.
Long time for a boy to lose his way.
Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost.
I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick.
Antics?
We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks.
You think this is a prank?
What other possible explanation could there be?
He's not playing a prank, and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it.
Oh, would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Oh, dang it, boy, if there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him. There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
I only had shame to use. Yesterday, Rollo and I were they spelled where wrong. They spelled were wrong. They said where. Yesterday, Rollo and I were missing around at the old
Mr.
Valentine
Nuncreed
warehouse.
raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing?
Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster.
The dumpster? What were you doing in there?
At first, we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. And that was the last I saw of him.
You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster.
But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body.
I'm sure it was just some trash.
No, there was a name tag. It said Deep
Mr.
Engineering.
Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God
Luca
knows I tried to
attempted
keep you
take a
safe.
step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? We were all so close to being
Firm
done with
shove,
this.
Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing?
Out
The
of my
door
hands
latched
now.
shut with a mechanical hiss.
What the fuck? Shit. It was him!
As Luca Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule, plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end. Wait. No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
I was fucking saying it wasn't him. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But no. He just... He... Oh. 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 So he's behind the disappearance of his mom. And he probably killed his dad. So that's why his grandma probably doesn't like him. Because she knows something. Alright, let's go back here.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Flight.
Flight.
He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches. He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr. We'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. See ya.
I don't know what voice I gave him.
See ya, jerks.
Fine. We know where that leads them. This way, we'll take the tunnels.
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket.
Don't like
The
them.
branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice. In fact, it was ice.
Oh, so this is where we find out how the boys froze
Chapter
over.
5. Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving. Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
That was actually pretty badass. I think we lost them.
I don't know how to give him a voice, because his voice would sound like this, and then it would be like, beat it, punk! Beat it, punk! We can do that. Are we up in the mountains?
I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill.
What's up with the Winter Wonderland?
All I know is there's no going back the way we came.
Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. Let's see what's up here. Luca!
Luca
Luca,
had
are you
almost
there?
forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
It's that... it's the bozo.
It's that bozo Kerr.
I hope nothing bad has happened to
Luca
you out
looked
in
at
those
Iggy
woods.
with hesitation. With a
No need to be
resigned
rude.
sigh, Luca responded.
Seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you.
He speaks, the young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios?
Just lucky, I guess.
Boy, howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you?
You knew my parents?
I never had the honor of meeting your father, But your mom sure
Luca
was a
winced,
handful.
shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
We gotta keep moving.
Oh man, there's nothing up here. What's the readout? It's in just above 258 Kelvin. That's a bit down from last time. Should we report this to Mr. Kerr? Meh, still safe within safe ranges. May be spreading, but it's under control for now. Even with a small nudge in the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's get this over with.
What's all this? It's hard to say with all this snow.
I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out the letters under there.
What could this town even be? Could there be another town this deep into Weepwood?
I'm looking at the evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what they're dealing with here. Step 1, snow's gotta go.
I'll see what I can do.
In situations such as these, I find it best to chuck stuff first and ask questions second. No, I just found it. Get back. Watch this say Beacon Pines.
The boys stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
I hate it when I'm right.
This doesn't make any sense.
We're in Beacon Pines? How is that possible?
We ran away from town. How did we get back here? I guess we got turned around. Where did all this snow come from? Well, it's been colder than normal lately. There's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this Arctic hellscape. The puddle we fought at before, it was cold too. Maybe all of it leads to one source. You think this is related? What the hell is going on? We're gonna get you some answers. Let's keep moving.
What if I kept the snowball? No, okay, it didn't allow me.
This stuff look familiar to you? Looks like the puddle near the bed. It looks like the barrel near the puddle. Shoved me into? Yeah.
Man is passive
The
as
fencing listened.
fuck.
Each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Looks like this stuff they put around Weepwood. The stuff who put up? I don't know. It's all
Looking down at the
frozen.
frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run. Or, swim run.
Aw, you could have allowed them to drift a little bit.
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Everyone's gone. What? There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Iggy, we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hankatomic stories. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't even going to save ourselves. My face is mangled. The town is destroyed. I'll give him a lisp so that I can do it. And everyone we've ever known is gone. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Carmen, do whatever you want. I'm done. Iggy, it's gonna be okay.
Luca peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry. Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion, and more than a little guilt.
It is getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark
Luca allowed
anyway.
himself to collapse next to Iggy. The
Let's
boys
just rest
huddled
for a
together
bit.
For warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
Numb. The way the snow covered everything over, it's kind of calming. Yeah. I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps. It sort of froze up back there. Iggy, I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper. Nah, that's bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what the gunk would do. You didn't, right? Of course not. And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper. But
Iggy
I did
motioned
lose my temper.
sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse's ass. You were supposed to be a horse's ass in response. That's how it works. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you? Of course. Jeez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things
Iggy
trying to get
shrugged.
into fights? It's something to do. You're an asshole because you're bored? Sometimes I just feel empty. You wouldn't understand. You and Rollo are always having a blast together, laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse
Iggy
mission
laughed
control.
Openly.
Perfect little Luca Van Horn with his perfect little life. My life is not perfect. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. Hell, that new girl hasn't even unpacked and yet, and she already likes you.
He wiped
You have
his nose with
Tish.
his sleeve.
I love Tish. Tish is great. But she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know?
Iggy
I get
cleared
that
his throat
impression.
as he wiped his eyes.
Huh. It must be raining out here.
Iggy arched
Definitely.
into a wide yawn.
We should probably get some sleep. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. Tomorrow
Luca's
we'll get to the
eyelids
bottom of
began
all
to
this.
slowly drift shut.
Luca? Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. What'd you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to the worst day of my life, this one wasn't half bad.
The house smelled of warm bread. Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his
Oh,
father's
it's one of
head
these
in her
nightmares
lap.
again.
She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?" Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes. Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you? Lucas snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last last day we saw him alive. The day he chose to abandon us. Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. Now, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next? Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son?
Oh
Luca
shit.
flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed his stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere? Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in. Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder. I promise. With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun.
Possum.
A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall. It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands
It was
off
the
me!
calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger. Iggy felt his clenched fists lower. Luca
So what do you
looked
think
up,
you're doing?
gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion.
What is that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were asleep minding our own business. You were the one running around knocking on people's heads.
I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy.
You didn't hurt nobody.
Anybody.
Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me,
When it came to
you.
complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-headed, scarfy-necked furball.
Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's all just calm down.
Who are you?
A friend. An observer. A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility.
Great. How about a name?
If you must call me something, you can call
Iggy
me
huffed
Nat.
with gratification.
How about you make like a gnat and buzz off?
Nat began
Very
to turn
well.
away indifferently.
Wait. Do you live here?
You might say that.
Do you know where we are?
You might also say that.
Look, pal, we're just trying to find a safe way out of here. You gonna help us or not?
Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are.
All right, that does it. Yuga, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here,
Iggy
one way or
turned
another.
sharply and began to stomp off.
Luca, enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Very well. I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I'll show you how to
Luca
get
and
back
Iggy
home.
turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your
Nat
eyes.
exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Okay,
For a brief
open them.
moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold, until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place, cold and disheartened.
This is your home. This is Beacon Pines.
Look, Nat, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate and wait, wrong person. In Weepwood? Or we teleported to some alternate universe. Or this is all just some cruel experiment by Kerr and his goons. But this is not our home.
You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful.
Just give it to us straight.
So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original, true Beacon Pines. You both grew up here, but the town you've called your home for the past several years is a replica. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair, but a replica nonetheless.
It's impossible. It's too much work. You need a whole town to replicate a whole town.
Indeed, to pull off such a feat would have to require immense labor power, which could be moved would be moved, and that which could not would require a precise duplicate.
We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed.
You'd think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. The mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity, a revulsion even. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the round edges, keeping us sane. Luca and Iggy looked around uncomfortably.
So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved all of us and nobody noticed?
Precisely.
But why?
Why? Is the one question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is
Nat
uncover.
narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered,
The source.
Why'd you say the source like that?
Luca began
Why,
to
indeed.
laugh uncomfortably.
This is all ridiculous. There's
He looked
no way
down
they
at his
could.
feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this is really home,
He sprinted off into the pale distance. As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out.
Iggy, it's not too late to turn back. Simple head west through Weepwood.
Chapter 6. The Source. Nat expressed his sympathy with a shrug and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they needed, and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his tracks.
That's his father's grave!
He was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard, a headstone. A
That's his
dry
dad's
whisper
grave.
escaped Luca's lips.
You're here. All this time, I thought I was visiting you. But you've been here, alone, in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad,
There was
what
no
do I do?
reply, just snow-covered silence.
Why'd you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you,
Iggy
you
finally noticed
jerk?
the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh. Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy.
Suddenly,
Yikes.
they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
We gotta hide. Bro, wouldn't the snow, like, call him out? 259K. Fall off distance, still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. Do you ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't it feel like sometimes... Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. And the people who love them will never know the truth.
He
The
bent
truth
down
is
to scoop up a
overrated.
snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Hey! Don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world. Yeah. Come on. It's almost lunchtime. Ha ha. Weirdo. I wondered if that was just a glitch in the Matrix or something. Yo, I thought I was a jerk. Those dinguses out there are literally
Luca
dancing on
stuttered
waves.
through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break.
Iggy gave
Here's
Luca
some
a
advice.
smack on the back of his head.
Hey! Who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow, crying like some pushover? Who you helping? Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Luca Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerk comes at ya, acting like a horse's ass, I should stand up for myself. Hell yeah. Clara and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off this switcheroo for a reason, right? That mentions
Luca
something
wiped his
about a
eyes with her
source.
sleeve.
Whatever's at the source must be awfully valuable to perennial harvest. Sure would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to the precious source, wouldn't it? What do you have in mind? If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it. And what if it's
Iggy
too big to
flashed a
smash?
mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge. I'm gonna make this right, Dad. I'm gonna make this right, Dad. I promise. Let's do this. Jesus Christ. It can get awfully cold out there in these woods, Luca. Crazy. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way. Where's Rallo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh, heavens no. Do I seem like a
Iggy and
killer to
Luca
you?
shared a skeptical look.
Well, do I? Aw, shucks. Now that really hurts my feelings.
Screw that guy.
So, we don't know if he actually killed his mom. We can find.
A disc of smooth metal was lightly covered in snow. 2 faint seams were visible along the surface.
A manhole cover?
If it is, I've never seen one like it.
Oh, is there not anything back there? Fine. Let's continue to snow.
Wait a minute. If this is our original town, then that
Iggy
means...
darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
What's that?
A long story. So a few years back, I came into possession of some premium grade fireworks. Not the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. The good stuff.
So why did you bury it underneath a tree?
That's the long part of the story. You and Rollo were doing chores at the Rollo's chicken coop. You guys pissed me off for some
Rolled
reason or
his
another.
eyes with realization.
No. You
Iggy
didn't.
stifled a chuckle.
Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But, like I said, these were some primal fireworks. So I might underestimate things.
You blew up the chicken coop?
I'd prefer to think of it as an incendiary redecoration. Sorry, but you should have seen the looks on your faces.
Rollo got grounded for months.
Which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried them under that tree. But when I came back for them later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up
Iggy
found them and
triumphantly
tossed them.
raised the shoebox.
Turns out, it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us. Unbelievable. Bruh literally said, let me check this one spot. Do you think this is a game? Newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who is in way over his head. A hero is just someone who refuses to give up. Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero. I was always partial to Hank Atomic myself. Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are.
Prepare for blast off, loser.
Then this used to be the old factory.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
I go!
Whoa! I can see why they wanted to move us all out of town now. But why would they dig a giant hole? I think this is it.
This is the source? It's a dang hole? How do we smash a hole? Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend. Kerr! Where's Rollo? I wasn't lying before, he's safe. Well, safer than you two at least. Drats, it's cold. You just had to drag me all the way out here,
Kerr
didn't
gazed down
you?
the abyss in contemplation.
Really is something, isn't it? What did you do to our town? What is all of this? Well, that's a doozy of a question. This is the source where they collect the unrefined,
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. The fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know.
What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge? Oh, heavens no. My role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various complications. Complications like us? You are a smart
His
boy.
face contorted into a saccharine grin.
Oh, I don't like that. It really is nothing personal. Some people are just destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way.
It seems like you were destined to be a creepy dacky.
The point is that we all play our part in our life. Mine just happened to be a lead in the role of a lifetime. And you happen to be the extras, ready for your curtain call.
We aren't giving up without a fight. Your smile is not going to be waning after we're done with you.
Now, boys, there's no need for melodrama. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a
Kerr
bit.
snapped his fingers.
Oh, wrong thing. Scene change. Clipboards and hazmats? Goddamn, man. There, that's better. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking?
You guys have a box full of fireworks and you
Iggy
don't.
waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
Stop! Let's not do something regrettable.
Joke's on you. Well, glide is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these down your precious hole?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
You're a terrible liar.
I'll have you know, I'm an exceptional liar.
But, that's
Iggy
far
plucked
enough.
a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Stop, you fool!
Call off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You all can head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here.
Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down now.
What?
With a
I
nonchalant
guess?
click, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
I kinda expected it. Ooh.
With a
Whoa!
growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca. Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side. Luca jumped forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped. His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
You reckless child, what have you done? Luca, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back.
What channel do I use?
It doesn't make a damn difference, they're always listening.
If you do that, the clipboards will just haul us up and snag us both. It's the only way you can get out of this if Kerr puts us out of the picture. Just let go and save yourself.
If he lets go, we both die!
I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it.
Mr. Kerr,
You've had a long life. Why don't you actually do something selfless
Mr.
and
Kerr
just let go?
gasped with insult.
long life? I'll have you know I can still play 25. You should have heard me sing the part of
With a
Phyllis
wild look in
Young.
his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Prum dum dum prum pity dum dum.
Wow, can you really believe this guy?
Hum.
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Kerr, just let go.
No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too.
Luca, look at me.
Luca felt
It's okay.
Iggy loosen his grasp.
You aren't gonna kill your friend like that, are you?
Muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. Nah, I'm just a no-good bully.
What the fuck is happening?
Like you, Kerr.
Luca felt his hand
No.
slipping.
And I told you what you need to do with bullies. I can't. It's your only way out of this mess. 2 birds with 1 stone. Makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in
Calm
packs.
settled over Iggy's face.
Yuga,
Iggy's voice
let me do
was
this.
colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once.
You're not making me choose. No. No. Oh. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. God, I better get a new follower in the next minute. Oh my god. No! I don't want to do this. Oh. And the sad music is playing. Oh. God. Oh. Ugh, I don't wanna. Fuck it.
Luca had no choice but to accept Iggy's request. With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good.
The 2 silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
And have a goodbye, Iggy.
Luca, you should really step back.
What?
Quickly. Curious. Why didn't he move? Ah, but of course. Those fireworks of Iggy's must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before Primera Harvest arrives.
Not until you tell me what just happened.
A friend's sacrifice just saved this town. For a little while, anyway.
How?
Tempest liquamine is a peculiar substance. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself. But doing so requires unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can only come from its surroundings. A useful side product of this property being, by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade.
So the gunk makes things cold and the fireworks made the whole freeze over?
I'm saying it like it's Iggy. That's one way of putting it, yes. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think what would
We
happened
have
in
some
that
idea
case.
what that would look like.
It would take them a good while to safely break through and access the source again.
If you know all this stuff, why haven't you been helping?
I have been in my way. Each one of us has our role to play. Iggy's role, turns out, was to buy us precious time. Mine has been to observe and wait.
Wait for what?
You. Me?
A
Why?
fierce
What's my
twinkle
role?
flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luca Van Horn? You're going to save the world.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder. Revenge served
What?
cold. Second time's a charm? Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy. No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.
Alright, so... just the fact we sacrifice Iggy is still rough on me. Okay, so we can't go back to Windows of the Soul yet. So let's catch up on what we know. So in this one right here, it's either we go at it alone and struggle, and we come back unscathed, or we lose Rello. And this is the part where we lose Rello, and this is where we kept, well, this is change and struggle, this is where we do it. Alright. And this is the part where we find out, like, what do we do? If we struggle, we keep Rollo, but then we enhance our friendship with Beck. If we do change, does that a tickle with... I could have gone back here. Well, no, I can't now. The only thing I haven't done over there is refuse, and the only thing I haven't done over here is break. Well, let's see what refuse does. We have time. Luca's choice had no
Luca
to refuse Iggy's
to
request.
refuse Iggy's request. He tightened
Let's see
his
what this
grip
happens to.
and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket. A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair. Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away. A swarm of hands overpowered
The founder?
Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face. The end.
Okay, that was just an end.
I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
Okay, so... Alright, so that was that. Okay, so the only one we haven't done is break. So we need to find more stuff in order to go back and do this one. Alright, so I am going to leave the stream off here. I hope you guys did enjoy whatever this was, because this was surely something. I do want to say thank you to the people that I asked on Discord if anybody wants to continue watching. Oh. Okay. I do want to thank the people on Discord that came over, which I believe is Kibagal and Kerplunk, who are probably here. I want to thank you guys for coming in. Let me do my spiel. If you haven't already, please leave a follow. I'm 5 away from 50, and I would be so appreciative if you guys helped me get to that goal. If you wanted to see any of my past streams to relive the moments, or to just see what else I've streamed, I do have a YouTube channel. It should just be called Stewie on YouTube. If you wanted to, Jesus. If you wanted to see more of my if you wanted to see my past streams, go to my YouTube channel. It should be called Stewie, but it should also be in the link in my social links. If you wanted to send Twitch clips to your friends, but you didn't want to do it through Twitch, I share a thing with Mood Madness with sharing clips, and I need to check on my content. Jeez. And if you wanted to connect with me more, I have a Twitter now that I can connect with you guys more. I did a poll on there recently, and one person voted for yes into doing the Twitter poll, and I'm certainly not up to doing it, but I'm doing it anyway. I do thank you guys for joining in, and I hope you guys do enjoy this as much as I have. It's been a while since I've sat down and enjoyed a new game and was like wowed by it. If you're wondering why I haven't played The Rage 2, it's kind of that reason. But I'll be playing a lot more. I'll be playing a lot more of this game, definitely, by far. Anyways, guys, hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye!